Hi everyone in English 1301, it's Dr. E and I'm here with your week 6 instructional video. I have tried to film this several times but keep getting interrupted by cats and dogs. It's a zoo here, so if it happens again we're just going to have to roll with it. My apologies in advance. Alright, so since we are in week 6, I hope you're feeling pretty confident and comfortable in the way that things are structured in the course. You know where to go to find answers to any questions you may have, or you feel comfortable either posting in the Q&A discussion board if you have a question or concern, or emailing me directly, right? But again, if you have that question, chances are other folks have it as well. So I really appreciate those of you who have either jumped in there to ask a question or you've jumped in there to answer somebody's question. It's been really nice. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into D2L to see what we have on tap this week, right? So if we go to the content area and the week 6 instructional module, you'll see that we have 2 chapters to read this week. So it depends, depending on which edition of the book. Some of you may be working with the print, some of you may be working with the ebook. Either way, we're reading, quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing, as well as giving credit and avoiding plagiarism. Those are 2 chapters that I think our editors have set up really nicely because they take something that we should know. We should know these things about how to paraphrase or how to quote or how to do these things when it comes to academic writing, right? These are things we should have learned in high school, but we all know that, there's just so much that we're supposed to learn in writing classes that sometimes, or English classes, sometimes things go by the wayside, or it's been a while since we've had that kind of instruction. Whatever the case may be, these are chapters that I think are really helpful. And like I said, our editors set the information up in a way that is really approachable and not boring. Okay. So you're watching the weekly instructional video, yay you. All right, I also want you to watch an MLA video. This is a video that just goes over things again that we probably do know or should know, but puts them in a context for this class specifically. So I walk through those areas of MLA that I think are more useful for us, because MLA is so much. There's so much when it comes to different formatting styles, whether it be MLA, APA, Chicago style, Turabian, any of these kinds of things, right? But you should not have to be an expert in any of them. It's about knowing those specifics for a specific piece of writing, right? So I go over some of that and talk about, what are the things that I find useful. But also know that there are resources in the MLA help module if you have some other specific questions that are answered by this video. So remember that we have the MLA help module right here. So you always have access to this video there, as well as links to helpful sites, examples, etc. So it just seems like going over and talking about MLA really can connect to these ideas that are a part of researching in general, right? All right. Please take some time to review the complete schedule for the rest of the semester, and I want to know, I'm going to look at you directly, things may change, right? Hopefully not. Hopefully there won't be a reason to make some changes and adjustments to the schedule, but stuff happens, right? And as I warned at the beginning of the semester, things are changeable, right? If you are looking for something that's set in stone, I'm not the professor for you, but I understand some of you may still struggle with that a little bit. So take some time to read through that. Let me know if you find any errors or anything confusing. Be my fresh set of eyes. Help me peer review that, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, so we are really just working with the quiz this week. Because next week we're moving into more writing and information, and the quiz this week is quite hefty, right? So it is really heavily, mostly, based on this video, of course, and while I say that, the word of the week for this video and the quiz is circle. Okay. So the quiz is based on this video, and it's also based on the MLA video, and also based on the 2 chapters that we have to read. So it seems like having, a heftier quiz was better than a quiz and, additional writing. We'll put the stuff that we read to the test in future weeks, right? All right, so I mean, that's pretty much it for this week, but please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Remember that the Q&A discussion board is there for you. You can post anonymously if you feel more comfortable with that, but I'm also here to help, so reach out. And good luck this week. Hi everyone in English 1301. I'm jumping back in here because I forgot a few things in the video and I'm going to update this. Thanks so much to Haley for letting me know that my attempt to do this in the last video was not successful. So for the weekly video, you also need to know a few things about grades and names. So the first thing is that before you're emailing me to check on your grade to see why you got the grade you got, please follow a few steps and include that information in the email to me, including, what is the title of the grade, when was it due, when did you submit it, and just double check that you followed the requirements. This just really helps give me some context when it comes to getting back to you and checking on all that information. So that's definitely part of the procedures for grading. And then don't forget that in D2L you can update your name. Some of you mentioned names or nicknames in your introductory posts, but then your name in D2L is something different. So I want to call you the name you prefer. I want people in the course to think of you as the name that that feels like you, right? So remember, you can go up to your profile at the top and change that information. It doesn't change anything officially with LSC, it just changes things in D2L. And again, not only putting that name in the subject line for your discussion posts, but also making that your name in D2L just helps us all kind of see you, right? And we definitely want to refer to you by the name that you prefer. All right, y'all, I'm jumping back out of here. Hopefully this works, and good luck this week.